Very good morning to all of you, and welcome back to your DS Lab. In our yesterday's session, we have seen your practical number 5 about implementing your simple queues. Today, we are going to see practical number 6, that is implementing your circular queues. Okay, so before we start with circular queues, do tell me what is the condition for circular queue to be empty? For my circular queue to be empty, what is the condition? Anyone? Quickly. For my circular queue, nobody remembers? Yes or no? I'm not going to show you. First, you tell me. Front is equal to -1. And what about rear? Correct. Front is equal to -1. Yes. Both front and rear equal to -1. So it is same as your simple queue. In your simple queue also front equal to rear equal to -1. That means your queue was empty. Clear? Okay. The only change is what? You have to take care that if your rear has reached max minus, okay, that means this condition. Your rear has reached max -1. Then you have to first of all check in your NQ. So far, insertion means your NQ operation. Okay. If you are to add more numbers, even though you have reached here at the end, then you have to check first of all that has front moved. Initially, what you were doing, you were going and doing NQ operations. Okay. So you did your first NQ, so both of them incremented to 0. On your second NQ operation, front remained as it is there only at 0. Okay. Rest of the rear, I mean the remaining variable, that is rear, moved forward for the second, okay, for NQ. Next, again you did NQ, rear is at 2. Again you did NQ, rear is at 3. Again you did NQ, rear is at 4. Now rear has reached max -1. But you still want to add more elements. So in order to do that, you are going to check a condition that if and only your front has moved forward, then you can go and reset this rear value. Now in resetting also, you are not going to directly write rear equal to 0. Okay, you are going to use this modulo function. So if rear plus 1 is equal 5, means it is overflowing. Okay, and now to reset it back to the starting of the queue, you are going to use this particular formula, rear plus 1 modulo 5. Here 5 is the max size. Okay, so in your program, what you are going to write, rear plus 1 modulo max size. Okay, so 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 modulo 5 is 0. Okay, so that is what you are going to use. Rest of the things are going to remain the same. So what I want you guys to do, copy paste yesterday's program. Yesterday's program you must have with you. Okay, copy paste it into a new file. All right, so here is my queue. Okay, new source file. Okay, copy paste this whole file here. Okay, now start making changes. Practical number 6, program for circular cube. Okay, that's name of your program. Circular queue using arrays performs insert, delete, and display. Okay, so max you have defined. Okay, so nothing to be done. Max is here, n you have taken front and rear, initialized and declared. Okay, and insert and display. Now instead of insert, delete, and display, write enqueue. Yesterday I forgot to tell you. Okay, kindly update it in your previous file. So enqueue, dequeue, and display. Okay, so instead of insert, you are going to write enqueue. Instead of delete, you are going to write dequeue. Display remains as it is. Again, you have to change in the function names there. So delete, in that place dequeue, and in place of insert, that is enqueue, we are going to use what? Here. Okay, so just change your, just a minute. In place of insert and delete, just use enqueues and dequeues. Okay, meaning remains the same, but we are following the norms of your queues. So enqueues and dequeues. Done till here, everybody? Yes or no? Students, 0 or 1? Okay, I have one confirmation. Rest of the others? Oh, I told you to save this. I have said this so many times. Now it will take a lot of time for you, because if this program was ready with you, you just had to go and make changes here in the else part and in the part. Otherwise, all the things would have remained same. Okay, now just do one thing. Bharti, do one thing. Write down the changes which are happening in your NQs and DQs. Okay, display shall remain the same. I don't think there are any changes in display. Okay, see, for that, let's go for the insertion now. Okay, the very first thing that you are going to check in insertion is whether your front is equal to 0 and rear is equals to max minus 1. That means your queue should not be full. Before doing any insertion, Okay, the queue should not be full. So if you go to this n queue, okay, we have written here what if rear is equals to n minus 1. Okay, so here you have to write, why waiting now, see the change is here, and it is compulsory. Okay, and front equals 0. Why we are writing this, and why we did not write in that simple queue? Because we knew that in simple queue we are not going to reset our rear back. Okay, but here we might reset our rear back. So in that case queue is full will be false for us. Okay, because there will be some space, then only rear went back to the reset position. Okay, so this and front equals 0 is important to write. Okay, so that you come to know that you have reached a situation something like this. Okay, where front is equal to 0 and rear is equals to max minus 1. So the queue is full. Okay, that's why there is and, not or. Okay, so front is equals to 0 and rear is equals to max minus 1. What you are going to write? Write overflow. Okay, so overflow print queue is full written. Now next, there is an else if condition. Okay, if else if condition. So we'll write else, and in that we'll write this if else conditions. Okay, if conditions we'll write in that. So what is the first thing? Else if here. Else if front is equals to front is equals to minus 1, rear equal to minus 1, then set your front and rear equal to 0. So that is already here, right? If front is equals to minus 1 and rear is equals to minus 1, set front and rear to 0. Okay, so no need to do anything. Everything is fine. Now what you are going to do? You are going to add one else if here. Else if. What is the condition for that? Front is not equal to 0. Okay, that means it has moved. It did at some DQ and now rear is at max minus 1. So front is not equal to 0. Okay, and your rear has reached the maximum limit. So n minus 1. Rear is at n minus 1. So we need to reset our rear back to 0. So I told you what formula you are going to write. Rear is equals to rear plus 1 modulo max size, that is n. Okay, this what this is going to do, it is going to reset rear back first index. Okay, all right. So at 0th index, which is my very first index value, okay, that rear is going to get set. Otherwise, if out of these two nothing is true, okay, then else what I need to do, rear is equals to rear plus 1. Okay, and wherever my rear is pointing at, there I am going to place my value. Okay, that's why I told you that, you just copy paste it, you just have to do few minor changes. That's all. And it will save much of our time also, because you have completely understood what is your in your yesterday's practical. Okay, so this is the condition which we needed to add. Kindly add it. I have kept this algorithm for your reference. See, if the program is copy pasted, you will take hardly 2 minutes to write it. But if you are writing the whole program, then I urge you guys to, kindly be quick.
मैडम ये तुम्हारे लेक्चर में वो कागड़ है कि मां
हाँ. Students done or not? Yes or no? क्या बात है, सिर्फ कुलदीप एक ही काम कर रहा है, बाकी के लोग? कैफ, ईशा, जानवी, अर्पित। अर्पित, व्हाट्सएप में मैसेज अभी तक नहीं आया कल के प्रोग्राम का। तो स्क्रीन दिखानी पड़ेगी, वरना इस बार अटेंडेंस भी नहीं मिलेगी। पता कैसे चले कि काम कर रहे हो कि नहीं कर रहे हो? कोई बात नहीं अर्पित, आज स्क्रीन शेयर होगी और होगी। इट्स ओके, कोई बात नहीं। मैं जानती हूँ तुम लोग इतने तो अपने आप को सेफ रखते हो कि कुछ नहीं होगा तुम्हें। अर्पित, आज अगर स्क्रीन शेयर नहीं हुई तुम्हारी तो अटेंडेंस नहीं मिलेगी। रिकॉर्डिंग है, बोल रही हूँ मैं रिकॉर्ड पे। कैफ, तुम्हारी भी मुझे स्क्रीन चाहिए आज। दिखनी ही चाहिए तुम्हारी भी स्क्रीन यहाँ पे। चलो जल्दी बाकी के लोग, बी क्विक. See guys, there is nothing much to do in this practical, okay? It is just you have to copy paste your Q and do some minor changes. Okay, so basically this practical should be over by 10:15. But still I'm waiting for you because either you guys are late to join the session, then like everybody likes to talk. So there is some 5 minutes goes by in talking, and then when we are doing the practical, I cannot see the efficiencies. So I want efficiency in both the things, in the discussions also, the informals and formals, okay? And when we are working in your lab also, because work while you work and play while you play, okay? I don't want just one or two students saying that yes madam it is done. I want my each and every student in my lab to say that yes it is doing, it is happening. At least if there are any errors also, then also it's fine. You just tell me, share your screen. Otherwise, how you are going to see, understand? There is going to be a unit test, okay, before your mid-sem from my end, okay. And in your mid-sem also, do not expect theory questions this time, okay. There will be logical questions, and unless and until you don't do practice of the numeric kind of questions of so far done, your portion, you are, going to face difficulty mid-sem too. And kindly mark my words, it is not best of two, it is average of two. Okay? So if you have performed well in your mid-sem one, so in your mid-sem two, if you are not performing well, it will cost your average. And yes, there is a unit test number 2 before mid-sem 2 because it is the test of your internal marks. Okay. So I'm planning to take it, today is 22nd, right? Yeah, I'm planning to take it on 30. So tomorrow I'll make announcement in the class also in our lecture session. Just as we have done your previous unit 1 test on Friday, okay, half an hour, 10 MCQs. Still I'm giving you half an hour, 10 MCQs, okay. So be prepared. The portion is rest of your unit number 2. We are done till stack polish notations. Okay, so from Tower of Hanoi to whole of your linked list, all the variants. Maximum marks 10. See, this is your internal 20 marks test. Okay, 10 marks is already taken. Okay, rest of the 10 I'm going to take now. So in total 20 marks. Whatever you score in both the tests will be your total internal marks inside your 20. Okay. Fine. Let's go to your DQ now. Everybody attention here. See, we are going to your DQ operation now. So this is your delete. Okay, this is your delete operation algorithm. Alright. So first of all, what we are writing, if front is equals to -1. All right. So what we have to check here, that your circular cube is not empty. But here we are not going to write front greater than rear. Why we are not going to write this front greater than rear? Because in our case, okay, front greater than rear, it might be something looking like this. See, have a look here. The green arrow is the front is what? 2. Okay, and your rear is what? At 0. Okay, so you cannot say here that front is greater than rear. That means your queue is empty. Your queue is not empty. Okay, so you are not going to write this condition now. So you have to remove this condition. You have to just write if front is equal to -1, then your queue is empty. Okay, got it? Why we are not writing front greater than rear? Because of this situation. If this situation, this kind of a situation arises, then you cannot say that because your front is greater than rear, your queue is empty. No, your queue is not empty. It is here in front of you where elements are there in the queue. Okay. So that is one change, first change. Then what you are doing, you are taking the value of wherever your front is pointing at. If this condition is false, okay, what you took, you went in the else part. Okay, value you took ARR of front. Now what you have to do in that, if front is equal to rear, that means both of them are pointing to the same index value. Then what you have to do, see, this statement you can keep it as it is. Percentage D is the value getting deleted. Okay. Here you write one condition, if front is equal rear. Okay, that means they both are at now same index values. Then what you are going to do, you are going to set your front is equals to rear equal to -1. Okay, when this condition arises, front is equal to rear, okay, that means your queue is empty. Okay, suppose you're not incrementing your rear, okay, but you are dequeuing. You dequeued 3, you dequeued 4, you dequeued 5. You are not in NQ, you are not doing any NQ operation, you are doing just DQ simply. So at this point, at this particular point, okay, when you DQ 5, front and rear both will be at, at same index. Okay. Now when you are going for NQ operation, so obviously you are not going to start from 4, you are going to start from 0. Why? Because the whole queue is empty. Okay, so that's why you need to reset them back to -1, so that in the next insertion or NQ, we are going to start from 0. Okay, so that's why front equal rear. If front is equal rear, front is equals to rear equal to -1. What this condition means? Both the variables are at same index values. Okay, that you have to write. Front and rear equal to -1. Okay, if front is not equal rear, then what? As if front is equals to max -1, that means front has reached the end. Okay, so front is equal n minus 1. My max is what? N, size of my array. What I'm going to do, front is equals to front plus 1 modulo n. Okay, what we are doing, reset the value front back to 0. Okay, you're not going to directly write front equal to 0. That is what I have written here in the algorithm. Okay, but here in the program you are going to reset it via modulo function. If both of these are not true, then else what? Front equal to front plus 1. Okay, so you are going to write one else here. Else front is equals to front plus 1. Okay, and then what you are doing? You are returning the value. Okay, return val. So you have already done that. See, printf %d is the value getting deleted, and you are printing that value. So that was just the change. You had to, write these two conditions in your DQ. Okay, keeping the algorithm for you. See, it is 10:16. Okay, in my system it is 10:16. I'm waiting till 10:20. Then I'll start asking you guys to present the screen. Okay, and when I start asking, I'm seriously telling you this. Okay, when I start asking you guys, I don't want anyone giving an excuse that my screen is not working. My screen just got blank. I am not able to present because I'm doing it from phone. You are very well able
Ma'am,
to do
can
it.
you show the program once again?
Okay. You are not going to tell me that you lost your program. So that's why I'm giving you till 10:20. At least you should have NQs and DQs display. Okay, fine. I understand that you do not have display, but at least NQs and DQ should be there. Quickly start doing, everyone. You have time till 2020.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes. Bolo
Ma'am, in
Bhavani.
display, ma'am, first we have to, ma'am, in display program, ma'am, first we have to give front equals to front equal to -1, so that the circular, if the first we have to check that the circular queue is empty or not,
करेक्ट ये निकल जाएगा उसमें
and
से
then yes, ma'am. Then for display, ma'am, I equals to 0 and I is greater than equals to rare and I plus, then we can print.
हाँ यहाँ पे ये 0 से
Yes,
स्टार्ट
ma'am.
होगा
Yes, ma'am. 0 से होगा और rare पे end होगा. Yes, ma'am. Done.
देखो इसी बोर्ड थी कि you should save your program. It will be much easier for you because some of these programs are interconnected with each other. For example, this queue. Then there is a program for linked list also. But fine. Next time, please take care, all of you. Okay. This will save your time. That's all. I don't have any problem, taking one whole lab for one practical. But then later on, things will happen, like then we have to rush. This is what we are doing, somewhat smart working here, because you guys are now very well aware with how Q is working, how DQs are done, Qs are done. Okay, so you, for circular Q, you just have to make some changes in the logic. Rest all the things remains the same. So why to do coding twice when you already have a code? Just take up your Q code, okay? And see, this I'm telling not because I'm showing you any shortcuts, okay? It's not shortcut. I'm assuming that you guys are now very well aware and are comfortable with Q programming for implementing your simple Q. Okay, I'm not giving any shortcuts here. Otherwise, I would have told you, if I wanted to, spend this whole lab, I would have told you that similar to your Q, start writing the program. But I know that it is not that much of worth when you know that already all the operations you are doing in Q, all the coding is similar to your circular Q. Okay, then you need to be a little bit smart and just take whatever code is applicable in your circular queue and just go and modify so that it becomes a circular queue program. But then the problem is I get confirmation from only 1 or 2 students. I don't know what rest of the others are doing, because either they do not send me the code wherever they are telling me to send, or they are not bothered to even share the screen. So then how will I able to know that my lab is with me on the same page? Bhavdeep, we need to wait for others, because next practical is completely new practical, that is a menu driven program for singly linked list. Kef, Kef, are you there in the session or not? Present your screen. Kef, exactly 5 minutes, okay? Okay, take seven at 10:30. 2 मिनट और दिए, जाओ. Priyank,
Yes, ma'am.
can you share your screen?
Yes, ma'am. Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes. प्रीत, सी बैच से हो क्या? डीक्यू में क्या गलती कर रहे हो? प्रियांक, थोड़ा जूम कर पाओगे क्या? ब्राउजर को जूम कर दो थोड़ा सा. ओके. अनडिफाइंड रेफरेंस टू डिस्प्ले. डिस्प्ले फंक्शन कहीं पे लिख के लिखा नहीं है। स्विच केस में डिस्प्ले लिखा है डियर? हाँ लिखा है। तो डिस्प्ले कहीं पे फिर लिखना भूल। डिस्प्ले फंक्शन कहाँ पे है आपका?
ओह, इसमें ढूंढना पड़ेगा मैम। ये रहा, केस 3 में।
हाँ लेकिन कहीं पे लिखा तो होगा ना कि क्या काम हो रहा है डिस्प्ले में। वो यूजर डिफाइंड फंक्शन का है डिस्प्ले का।
मैं वापस से चेक करके आपको स्क्रीन प्रेजेंट करता हूँ।
ठीक है।
थैंक यू मैम।
हेलो मैम।
हाँ बहुदीप।
मैम कैन आई शो देन मैम ऐप? मैम क्योंकि मेरा एक्स कोड शायद अपडेट होने में, तो फिर वो शो नहीं कर पाऊंगा।
हाँ दिखा दो।
मैम इज इट विजिबल?
हाँ हाँ। ठीक है।
मैम मैम पहले डिस्प्ले दोनों
हम्म
एलिमेंट्स जो इंसर्ट करे थे।
हम्म।
डिलीट।
ओके ठीक है। अर्पित चला गया। ठीक है। जानवी? जानवी स्क्रीन शेयर करो। हाँ ठीक है करो। जानवी स्क्रीन शेयर करो अपनी। भेज दो अब भी है। ये मुझे भेजा है जानवी ने। ओके, जानवी ये प्रोग्राम रन हो रहा है या फिर एरर आ गई?
मैम स्विच केस लिखना बाकी है, उसके बाद मैं रन करके देखती हूँ,
ओके,
पूरा प्रोग्राम रन करके देखती
ठीक है। कैफ, टाइम अप, स्क्रीन शेयर करो।
हाँ बोल।
प्रियांक, म्यूट करो।
तेरा स्क्रीनशॉट जैसे आता है वैसे ही कर। अरे वहां पे पेस्ट कर दे, फिर यहाँ पे मैम के सामने स्क्रीन प्रेजेंट कर दे, हो जाएगा।
प्रियांक, करो शेयर के। ये सब कुछ कमेंटेड क्यों है? कैफ दिखाना मतलब स्क्रॉल करना नहीं था। हाँ, वो मुझे पता चल गया। वो क्या हुआ ना कि बाय मिस्टेक प्रियांक से ना अपना माइक ऑन रह गया था, तो मैंने सुन लिया है। दिखाओ, कॉपी किया हुआ है, दिखाओ। करो, वापस से स्क्रीन शेयर करो।
मैम एक बार छोड़ दीजिए।
अच्छा,
मैं एक बार
जब
छोड़
जब मैंने
दीजिए,
सुन
नेक्स्ट टाइम।
लिया है कि क्या
मैम
हो
वही
रहा
है।
है यहाँ पे।
मैम प्रियांक माइक ही ऑफ करना भूल गया, मैं माइक ऑन करके बोल रहा था।
हाँ, तो मुझे पता चला ना।
ये मैम वो तो है।
ऐसे प्रैक्टिकल करना चाहते हो?
अरे नहीं मैम, नेक्स्ट टाइम से मतलब अभी जब नेक्स्ट प्रोग्राम देंगी तो मैम पूरा करूँगा।
और ये चीज सिर्फ मैंने नहीं, सबने सुनी है।
हाँ मैम, वो मैं भी सुन रहा था मैम,
रिकॉर्ड
मैंने
हुई।
भी सुना।
अगर इसी स्टूडेंट्स में क्या म्यूट कर सर,
यस मैम।
म्यूट करो अपन
Yes.
अपने आप को. Students, see if like this you are performing the practicals. I'm not saying that you are the only one. Okay, I know how students are doing. Fine. Honestly telling you, I know it because I have a student at my home also. I have a younger sibling. Okay, so it is not that I don't know how you guys are performing, but at least with the when you are submitting your practicals, I can make out that which is the master copy and which are the copied ones. Okay, but at least when you are attending the session, just try to write the codes. You there also you are not writing, there also you are asking to send the codes via your electronic medias. Okay, then how are expecting that you are going to do some good work in your subject and you are going to score in your subject? Okay, forget about the scores, forget, we are not concerned with the marks anyway. Okay, how you are going to tell yourself that you have understood it completely? क्योंकि वैसे तो प्रैक्टिकल तो क्या है, मैंने तो कॉपी किया ना, ठीक है, मिल गया मुझे, प्रैक्टिकल हो गया मेरा सबमिशन, ठीक है, फाइन. ये चीज मैंने आज तक आपके क्लास में नहीं की है, लेकिन अब मैं करूंगी. कल पूरी क्लास को एक इंस्ट्रक्शन मिलेगी रिगार्डिंग प्रैक्टिकल. ठीक है, दिस थिंग आई एम अप्लाइंग in my international class, okay, where I'm taking DS, and you guys will get one instruction regarding your practical submissions tomorrow. Okay, मैं नहीं करना चाहती थी, but now I'll do it. जाने दे रही हूँ क्या इस बार, ठीक है, लेकिन I'm not completely letting this thing go. Consequences थोड़े बहुत तो अभी होंगे इसके, not much, बहुत. ठीक है, चलो. So with this we are completing your practical number 6. Okay, that is your circular cube. Okay, now which is our next practical? Our next practical is on linked list. Okay, we have so far completed our linked list, okay, in our theory sessions. So now we are going to start that same thing in our practical session. Okay, I hope my screen is visible. Yes, no? Okay. See, we are going to start your practical number 7, that is write a menu driven program to implement the following operations on singly linked list. Okay, now see here it is saying operations on singly linked list. That means your singly linked list exists. So before operating these program, these functions, okay, these are your functions: 3 insert function, 3 delete function. Okay, so total 6 functions. Fine. Before applying these functions, you have to first of all go and create your singly linked list. Okay, we had discussed how to create a singly linked list in your theory session. Okay, just let me open it for you. See, this is the simplest program to create your singly linked list. Okay, so what we are doing, the very first thing, we are going and creating a node structure. Just let me check, do I have any nodes for it? Logical view of SLL. Yes. Yeah, this is the one. Suppose this is what we need to do. Okay, we want one head pointer to point to my 3 nodes. Okay, node number 1, 2 and 3. Let's say the memory allocated to them is 100, 200 and 300. All right, that is what the memory is to be allocated. Fine. Now in this case, what is the step? My first step is to create the node. Okay, and in order to create the node, we are going to use your structure data type. What structure data type? Anyone heard about structure data type?
मैम जो डेटा टाइप हम खुद बनाते हैं, डिक्लेयर करते हैं।
Exactly. अगर नहीं भी सुना होता तो हाँ ही बोलना था। हमने थियोरी सेशन में ये पूरा सब कुछ डिस्कस कर लिया है। वहां पे मैंने बोला था कि वो स्ट्रक्चर होता क्या है। The structure is a data type which has some member variables, and those member variables are defined by you. मतलब आपको जिस टाइप का डेटा रखना है, वो डेटा टाइप उस टाइप का एक ऑब्जेक्ट बन जाएगा। ठीक है? So that is how we are going to create a node. Now see how many parts this node structure is having. This is a simple singly linked list. Okay, so look at the figure and tell me how many node parts are there. How many node parts? नोड के कितने पार्ट है, इससे ज्यादा सिंपल नहीं पूछ सकते। निधि 3 नहीं है, ठीक से देखो कितने नोड्स नहीं पूछ रही हूँ, नोड के कितने पार्ट है। दो, 2 इज द राइट आंसर। निधि टोटल पार्ट्स नहीं पूछा था, ईच नोड इज हैविंग 2 पार्ट्स ऐसे पूछा था। करेक्ट आंसर, it is having 2 parts. One part is the data where 1, 2 and 3 is mentioned. One part is the part जहां से arrows निकल रहे हैं आपके। ठीक है, so that is pointer part and data part. So 2 parts. एक आपको head pointer है जो पहले node को point कर रहा है। ठीक है, so you have to create one head pointer, you have to create a node. Fine. Then you have to allocate the memory to the node, means आपका malloc का statement. New node is equals to struct node star malloc. Okay, you have to take the data of the user, that is your step number 4. This is the flow. Okay, this is how you are going to approach this program. First you create the master. Okay, create head pointer, then allocate the memory to the node, take the data from the user. So what we did, first of all, create the node structure. So struct node, integer part, that is data, struct node star next. Okay, struct node, why we are writing this? Because we want this pointer, we are going to use this pointer to a next node. Okay, and what is the data type of that next node? Obviously it is going to be struct node. So that's why we are also keeping the pointer data type as struct node. Understanding it in a graphic, in a diagram way. See, आपका ये जो नोड है, ठीक है, पहला नोड, उसका पॉइंटर पार्ट कौन से नोड को पॉइंट कर रहा है? नोड नंबर 2. इस नोड नंबर 2 की डेटा टाइप क्या है? स्ट्रक्ट नोड. एंड फॉर द concept pointers, we know that whichever value your pointer is pointing at, the pointer should have same kind of data type. So that's why, because this whole node is having data type of struct node, that's why this next pointer is having struct node data type. Okay, ये समझना जरूरी है. ये मैंने ऑलरेडी समझाया भी है थियोरी में. Okay, but because it is quite a time that we took singly linked list, so I think you need a refreshment here. Okay, so I'm just refreshing why we are writing struct. Otherwise, if you can remember, we had calculated the data size of this struct node 8 byte. How malloc is doing its work, that is also discussed. Okay, so now what you did, you created the node. Fine. Now you have to create your head pointer. Pointer is also what? Going to point to a node struct, a struct node. So data type of your array C also struct node. Okay, struct node head pointer and struct node star new. Okay, because this star new node will be the pointer, or you can say the variable for with the help of which we are going to create the nodes. Okay, then what I'm going to do, create allocate memory to the node and take the data from the user. Okay, so initially my head is 0. All right, now what I'm doing with this choice, giving user to have as many nodes as he or she wants in your singly linked list. So that's why there is a while loop. So while my choice is equals to 1, my choice is true. Okay, this loop should keep on running. That means that this loop what it shall do, it will go on creating the nodes, allocating the memory to the nodes, and it will go on add to my singly linked list till I want to stop. Okay, so unless and until I don't give command of 0, this particular while loop keep on running, adding nodes in my singly linked list. Okay, so inside that while choice, okay, allocate the memory to the node, that is new node equal to struct node star malloc struct node. Okay, this you have to do, and you have to take the data part. Wait. While if else else if else ये else यहाँ पे खत्म, एंड ऑफ, ठीक है. ओके, देखो एक काम करो आप लोग, यहाँ तक कोड लिख लो पहले, इतना कोड बना लो, ठीक है, यहाँ तक का टिल स्टेप नंबर 3. Come on, start writing till step number 3. Anybody needs help? Yes or no, students? Anybody need help? Okay. बाकी के लोग, एक का हो गया, ठीक है. Others? Okay. Second student done. Bharti also done. Okay. Priyank is doing fine. We'll wait. Students, those who are doing, kindly be quick. Okay, have a look here now. See, till here, step number 3, it is done. Okay. Now, do you remember that I told you that in all your algorithms, step 1, 2, and 3 are going to remain the same regarding that avail equal to null. Okay. Let's see the algorithm here. See this one. I told you if avail is equals to null, new node avail equal to next. Okay. That means this 3 steps means what? I'm going to explain you it here in the program, and I hope now it is going to be very much clear to you. See, when you call this malloc function, okay, understand this, concentrate here, everyone. When you call this malloc function, or you can say when you execute this malloc function, okay, now you know that this is a dynamic memory, okay, function of your dynamic memory allocation. So what this malloc is going to do? It is going to go to OS, okay. The OS is going to see that, okay, how many size of block does this malloc need? So with that size of function, it will decide, okay, 8 byte. Because in our struct node, we have 2 member variables and uh, total of 8 bytes is required, okay, memory. So what your OS is going to do, it is going to go to a list of available memories, okay. Again, it is a list. OS के पास एक list है, ठीक है? It will go to that list. OS is going to go to that list, and that list, again there is one pointer. That pointer name is avail, okay, short for available. Avail is the pointer name, short for available, okay. Wherever that pointer is pointing at whichever memory address which is free, okay, that particular memory address OS will return to the malloc, okay. Now how it is going to return that memory address? With the help of a void pointer. Fine. But see, where we are storing our memory in new node. What is the type of this new node? Struct node star. Okay, so we are typecasting that void pointer into struct node star. Okay, so that's why we are writing struct node star malloc size of struct node. Understood? All the explanation of those 3 steps and why we are writing this malloc function like this. Got it? Okay. So whenever I told you, every time in the session I told you that these 3 steps are going to remain same, and malloc is going to take care of those 3 steps. And this line. Okay. By that I meant this line. That this malloc is going to handle those steps. Okay. Now suppose, though it is not going to happen in your systems, okay, but many a times when dynamic memory allocations and these linked lists are used in scientific programming, okay, or in huge mathematical programming, the condition where this new node is, not allocated any memory. Why? Because there is no available memory pool, and thus OS will return null value to this malloc, okay, and this new node is going to store null value. Okay, so you are going to check if new node is allocated any null value, then you are going to write in printf memory out of space. Okay, so that justifies this algorithm step, that if avail is equals to null, if availability is also there, OS obviously is going to return nothing to malloc, and in return malloc is not going to return nothing to your new node. Okay, so this step number 1 explains that. Okay, that if new node is not allocated any memory, if new node is equals to null, you have to print memory out of space. Though in your system it won't happen because you are not indulged in these big scientific programming and all, okay, where you ran out of space. Right? But because we are using that step in our algorithm, and for it is important for you to understand this, okay, that's why I have written this particular statement. Fine. Now the reverse situation, opposite case, that new node gets some memory. There is an available memory in my memory space, okay, and malloc getting some memory to the new node. Then what I have to do? First of all, take data for your node. Okay, so printf, enter the data, scanf, store it in the new node data part. Alright. Now what you are going, assigning the memory address. Next part, right now it is null, so it is 0. Fine. Now what we need to do, you took the data part, so step number 4 done. You gave the value to the next pointer as null initially, so that is done. Now sixth step is what, link the pointer, okay, in order to create your single linked list. Your pointer can be, your node can be your first node, so do operation likewise, okay, or your node which you created, the new node can be, second, third or fourth node. All right, so that is what you need to do the operation now. Okay, so what is the first condition? Condition number 1 is what, this particular node, okay, this very particular node is what, is your first node. So obviously your head is equal 0 at that time. So you have to check that if your head is equal 0, okay, then you are going to point this head to your new node. Okay, so head is equals to new node. But there is also going to be one temporary pointer 10, which is going to point to this new node. Why we are taking this? So that in future, when we are adding more than 3 nodes, till 2 nodes you won't have a problem. Okay, if you don't even take this temp, you are just keeping things like this. Okay, then till 2 nodes you won't face any problem. The single linked list will get created. But after adding 2 nodes, when you go and add third node, then the problem will arise in linkage. Okay, so in order to avoid that, what we are doing, we are taking a temp pointer here. Okay, so head is equals to temp equal to new node. Right? So right now my head and temp both are pointing at new node. Both the pointers has access to the data part and next pointer part of this new node. Okay, so let's say this is case number 2, that there is only nodes exist. Okay, you just want to go and add more nodes, more than 1 node or 2 node or 3 node, whatever. Okay, then this is obviously your head is not equal 0 at that time. Okay, so what you are going to do, you are going to write an else part. In that else part, what you are doing, you are linking the next part to the new node. So what you are doing, you are linking this part. Okay, this part you initially gave as null. All right, so you are updating the value of this next part to what, to the new node. Okay, or you are updating this part here to the new node part here. Okay, so temp of next, this node is accessed by whom, your temporary variable. Okay, so temp of next is equal to new node. Temp of next is equal to new node. Okay, because we are moving our temp also. After allocating or updating temp of next equal to new node, we are assigning 10th value to the new node. Okay, so this is how we are going and creating this single linked list. That is the logic. This if else loop is the logic for creating the linkage. See, allocating the pointer to next node. That is what we are doing. Okay, write this much. And with this, you are, you are ending your this whole if else. Okay, this whole if else loop gets ended. And after that, outside that, what you are going to write? You are going to give user the choice. What choice you are giving? Want to continue means want to add nodes to your simply linked list? Yes or no. So whatever is the choice, okay, you are going to give it to the user. So do this much. Quickly, everyone. And do not forget to write your comments. Okay, students, still many of you are, failing to write your comments in the program. Kindly do not forget to write your comments. Done, everybody? Till here? Okay. Rest of the students, I hope you are coping up. अभी रन करके देखो सिंगली लिंक लिस्ट क्रिएट हो रही है कि नहीं हो रही है. पहले रन करके देखो और एक काम करना, रुको 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 रुको, रन करने से पहले रुको. ये लॉजिक है पूरा, ठीक है. फॉर प्रिंटिंग द डेटा, फॉर प्रिंटिंग द डेटा, तो ये पूरा लॉजिक लिख लो ताकि पता चले कि तुम प्रिंट कर रहे हो. ये ट्रावर्सिंग का है. ओके, इग्नोर दिस सर्कुलर लिंक लिस्ट. ये एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए यहाँ पे मैंने लिखा था. यू डोंट हैव टू राइट दिस इफ एंड एल्स, यू जस्ट राइट दिस मच. ट्रावर्सिंग एंड प्रिंटिंग इन योर एसएलएल. ओके, इतना. हम क्या कर रहे हैं, हम टेम्प को फिर से हेड के पास लेके जा रहे हैं. ठीक है, वी आर पॉइंटिंग योर टेम्प टू हेड अगेन एंड we are checking that if temp of next is not equal to 0. Okay, if temp of next is not equal to 0, then printf the data. Okay, printf the data जहां कहीं भी temp वेरिएबल पॉइंट कर रहा है. ठीक है, अभी एक पॉइंट ऐसा आएगा and we are moving our temp to temp of next. Now one point will come where temp of next is actually equal to 0. So that means you have reached the last, but you have not printed that data of that last node. So that's why
Ma'am,
you
we
are,
have to write this statement after end of while loop.
yes. आपकी चॉइस देना, मतलब आपने नोड बनाना खत्म कर दिया. You no more want to go and add the node at the end of that while. Okay, so printf or percentage d n, okay, slash n. डेटा किसका टेम्प डेटा है, ये लास्ट नोड का डेटा है. हाँ, क्योंकि लास्ट नोड पे जब टेम्प आएगा तब उसका नेक्स्ट ऑब्वियसली नल होगा. सिंगल लिंक लिस्ट की प्रॉपर्टी है, लास्ट नोड इन द सिंगल लिंक लिस्ट इज नल. तो इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू गो इनसाइड दिस, बट यू नीड टू प्रिंट द डेटा. सो ये लास्ट नोड का डेटा है, ये प्रिंटफ स्टेटमेंट. ठीक है, यहाँ तक हो जाए तो रन करो और चेक करो कि इतना सही चल रहा है कि नहीं चल रहा है. Done till here? वर्किंग और प्रॉब्लम आ रही है? क्या हो रहा है? स्टूडेंट्स, कोई दिक्कत? एनी प्रॉब्लम? एनीथिंग? इज इट वर्किंग? अच्छा, मुझे लगा कि एंड ऑफ फाइल तक पहुंच गए तो उतना नहीं लगेगा ज्यादा। ठीक है, ठीक है, टाइम
मैम गेटिंग एरर।
दिखाओ गौरी। हाँ, रीडेफिनेशन ऑफ टेम्प। टेम्प कहाँ पे भौतिक किया है? मेन के अंदर ही होना चाहिए ये सब कुछ।
मैम इंट मेन के अंदर ही होगा ये।
हाँ,
अच्छा, इसके लिए आ रहा होगा।
अभी रन करके देखो। प्रदीप, स्क्रीन से पक गई कुछ कर रहे हो तो? कुछ मेरे को कुछ दिख नहीं रहा है। आई मीन दिख रहा है लेकिन कुछ हो नहीं रहा है स्क्रीन पे, अगर कुछ कर रहे हो तो। बाकी के स्टूडेंट्स?
हेलो मैम, इज इट
हाँ
विजिबल?
हाँ, हाँ दिख रहा है, दिख रहा है।
यस मैम, अब नहीं आ रहा।
अभी बिल्ड करके रन करो। क्यों फेल हुआ? ऊपर जाओ। स्टूडियो LIB।
मैम वो मेलॉक के लिए लगाया है।
हाँ, वो तो लगाना ही पड़ेगा, उसके अलावा तो काम नहीं ले चलेगा तुम्हारा। वो फेल क्यों हुआ वो दिखना है। फिर से रन करो एक बार।
मैम एक मिनट। यस मैम।
रन करो, रन।
मैम हो गया।
तो तुम्हें एंटर द डेटा आया तो नहीं? डेटा एंटर करने के लिए प्रिंट ऑफ स्टेटमेंट होना चाहिए ना?
मैम लिखा है मैंने।
हाँ, लेकिन आउटपुट कहाँ है?
यस मैम।
मैम
हम्म।
मैम रन होने के बाद मैम जहाँ जिस स्क्रीन पे आउटपुट आना चाहिए ना, वहाँ पे सेगमेंटेशन फॉल्ट लिखा हुआ आ रहा है, कोड डंप्ड ब्रैकेट में।
मुझे अपना कोड दिखाओ।
यस मैम। मैम दिख रहा है?
हम्म। एक मिनट। सेगमेंटेशन फॉल्ट, ऊपर जाओ, एकदम ऊपर। ठीक है, न्यू नोड, स्ट्रक्ट नोड, ठीक है, स्ट्रक्ट नोड, न्यू नोड टेम्प, ओके, हेड इक्वल टू 0 इनिशियलाइज कर दिया, ch इज इक्वल टू 0 नहीं 1 आएगा, ch इक्वल टू 1। तो व्हाइल लूप चलेगा ही नहीं।
हाँ
और फिर जाके हम ट्रावर्सल कर रहे हैं तो सेगमेंटेशन की तो ऑब्वियस है कि एरर होगी। नीचे जाओ, मैं एक बार देख लेती हूँ बाकी कहीं पे गलती नहीं है, फिर जाके रन कर ले। न्यू नोड नो इक्वल इक्वल नल, इक्वल टू नल नहीं।
यस मैम।
मेमोरी आउट ऑफ स्पेस, ठीक है। एंटर द डेटा, डेटा दे दिया, न्यू नोड नेक्स्ट इक्वल टू 0, हेड इक्वल 0, ठीक है। नीचे जाओ, गो डाउन, एल्स पार्ट कंप्लीट, ठीक है। वांट टू कंटिन्यू और ch फिर टेम्प टाइम ट्रावर्सल, ठीक है। अब ठीक है, करो
मैम
रन।
एंटर द डेटा में क्या लिखना है?
एंटर द डेटा में नोड का डेटा, आपको जो इंटीजर टाइप की कोई भी वैल्यू।
उसके बाद आ रहा है वुड यू लाइक टू ऐड मोर?
हाँ, तो 1 करो।
यस मैम।
निधि, आपके लिए भी सेम इंस्ट्रक्शंस। अभी फिर
यस
से
मैम।
एंटर डेटा करो, भी एक डेटा। अभी फिर से 1 करो, अभी फिर से एक डेटा डालो, अभी 0 देना।
फिर
थोड़ा ऊपर जाओ, थोड़ा ऊपर
हाँ
जाओ, 45 3 और 21 हो गया,
यस मैम।
मतलब
और
चल
फिर
रहा है लेकिन सेगमेंट।
लास्ट में वापस सेगमेंटेशन
हाँ
फॉल्ट आ
हाँ
गया।
हाँ हाँ, दिखी दिखी दिखी। नीचे जाओ,
मैम ये वाला कहीं
सेगमेंटेशन,
मैंने गलत जगह तो नहीं लिख दिया?
नहीं नहीं नहीं, सही है। वो ट्रावर्सल के लिए है, ट्रावर्सल एंड डिस्प्ले के लिए। ये आप ऐसे कर सकते हो कि यूडीएफ डिस्प्ले ले लो, ठीक है, उस पे कॉपी पेस्ट करके डिस्प्ले यहाँ पे कॉल करवा लो तो भी चलेगा।
ओके।
कभी कभी कंपाइलर्स नहीं एक्सेप्ट करते तो और डंप हो जाती है। बाकी सही किया है प्रोग्राम।
मैम इसका मतलब क्या होता है इस एरर का?
सेगमेंटेशन फॉल्ट का कहीं पे
यस
या
मैम।
तो लाइब्रेरीज के इश्यूज है या तो फिर सी कंपाइलर के।
हेलो मैम।
ओके।
हाँ,
मैम मेरा आउटपुट मैम, जैसे मैंने है ना, अगर जैसे
मेमोरी,
पाँच
आई मीन,
पाँच पाँच डेटा अलॉट करा है,
हाँ,
तो मैम इस फॉर्मेट में आ रहा है वो। मतलब लास्ट का जो दो होते हैं ना, वो हमेशा सेम लाइन में आ रहा है।
वो आपने नहीं दिया होगा आगे वाला। Okay, students, we are going to keep it till here. Nidhi, kindly mute yourself. Okay. We are going to keep it till here. Thank you all for attending the session.